positive 2, like that one I get, it's more like x approaches positive 0 and negative 0.
It just means the direction that you're coming in. Okay, so let's look at this. This is problem number 13. We have a domain restriction at 2 because x can't equal 2. So the first thing that we would do is maybe look at the graph. We know that there's a vertical asymptote that occurs at 2, right? X cannot equal 2 because that would make the denominator equal to 0. And so first thing you want to do is graph this and see what it looks like. So I'm going to come in here on my calculator and do 1 divided by, in parentheses for the denominator, x minus 2. So this is a one-sided limit. Okay? And if we look at this, basically the one-sided limit goes like this. The graph comes in like this, and then it comes in like this. Now, when we, and let me highlight this. When we have this plus sign on the right of 2, that means we want to look at it coming from positive infinity or negative infinity. So when you see this plus sign, what it means is it says look at the value coming in from the right-hand side.
So the positive doesn't mean you're going closer to infinity, it means you're going away from infinity?
Yeah, it's kind of backwards, right?
Okay.
You're basically looking from the positive side, though. That's what it means. Okay? And as you see here, so I'm gonna go a little bit beyond, but what's this approaching in the y direction? Infinity. So this limit is infinity, right? Now, if I were to say, all right, take the limit of 1 over x minus 2 as x approaches 2 from the negative side, well, what I would have to do is I would look at the same graph, but I would come in from negative infinity. And in that case, it's approaching negative infinity. So then the last thing, and this isn't in your textbook, but this is what they want you to kind of understand. This is where the author is going with this. What's the limit of the whole thing? Does not exist. Why?
Because they're not equal.
Yeah, it doesn't exist because the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from this does not equal the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from negative infinity. And so since they don't equal, this one does not exist.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That does make sense.
This book does things, it's not that I dislike this book, but it does things backwards. I would spend a lot of time showing you guys this and then coming to this, but they showed you this first, which is counterintuitive. But that's okay.